Teen Wolf lovers, welcome back to the podcast. You, of course, are now listening to Welcome to Beacon Hills, the Southgate Media Group podcast dedicated to all things Teen Wolf. I am Lilith, one of your co-captains, and joining me, as always, is
Dawn! Nice to have you here, and even nicer to be talking about this episode, which I happen to love. Love.
one word, tease!
And you know what? If all teases are this well-paced and involve the pack working together so much as a group, let it all be a tease. I'm good.
Exactly. So up for discussion today is episode 515, Amplification. Which actually, usually the episode revolves around the title in some way, but this was really kind of all around, and the shocker at the end of this episode, I was like, oh, they remembered Scott's an actual character in the show!
And an alpha! That was the amplification
of the night. Yeah, definitely. So needless to say, I was a happy glamper at the end of that.
Glamper.
I don't regular camp.
Supernatural. Supernatural reference. Woohoo.
So yeah, let's just jump right in. I'll give you what Teen Wolf says happened versus what actually happened. Upon learning that Lydia is in danger, Styles makes a plan to break her out of Eichen House. Oh, feel that Stydia shipper bait. Just feel it. Meanwhile, Theo has his own plans. Doesn't he always?
Always. And they always suck as bad as the Teen Wolf plans do.
This one wasn't that bad. Like they said, the easy part's probably going to be getting in. The hard part's going to be getting out.
I'm surprised it worked as well as it did. I was like, whoa, we're 25 minutes in and this plan hasn't fallen apart yet. What's wrong?
I literally tweeted that, Dawn. What really happened? Yes. We pick up with the Beast going through on a rampage to Beacon Hills. Parrish tries to stop the Hellhound using his power, but is easily defeated because the Hell Puppy is... I don't know. Anyway, Deaton warns Scott and Styles that if Dr. Valak has drilled a hole into Lydia's skull to amplify her powers, the resulting chain reaction will kill her, as well as triggering a supercharged death scream that will kill everyone around her. Ooh.
Okay. Canary surprise, whatever.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
I saw that tweet too. But it was last week.
Exactly. To prevent this, Scott and his pack develop a plan to get Lydia out of Eichen House. Scott, Styles, and Liam infiltrate Eichen House with Parrish's help, while Malia and Kira enter the electrical room and are able to temporarily knock out the power of the building. Ugh. The worst part of the episode, Deucalion informs Hayden that Theo intended to use Belasco's claws to absorb the beast's power, but warns her that if Theo attaches Belasco's claws to himself, it will kill him. And I go, ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't say a peep, Hayden. Don't say a peep.
You take over the map, Cunny. Go for it.
Oh, nice. Back at Eichen House, Scott and Liam are able to get Styles into the closed wing, where supernatural creatures cannot enter due to mountain ash barrier. Styles reaches Lydia, but discovers that Valak has already performed the operation on her and is forced to hide when Valak arrives to question her. Theo and his pack also break into the asylum. Theo is planning to use Lydia to find the Hellhound, and sure enough, Parrish transforms into his Hellhound and confronts Theo's pack, and Eichen House goes on lockdown, trapping everybody inside. They should have literally ended on the dun dun dun.
Actually, I think they should have pulled a Grimm on this one, because when Grimm left us on a big cliffhanger.
To be continued, sorry.
It said, to be continued, and then it had all of the characters that basically meant cursing.
I love the one from the Olympics, though. To be continued. Sorry. That was my favorite.
That was good, too. I was really good, too.
This episode, it opened with action, and I was happy, and then I was like, wait, this is only 2 minutes. No way we're getting lit. And I had to go, Mary Marino, you were totally right. I was way too... I jumped the gun. I was like, think happy thoughts. But no, it's still a solidly good episode. So let's just get into it.
All right.
So highlights.
There are so many of them that I just have to narrow them down.
I just want to say a return of common sense and teamwork. Thank you.
Yes, and a plan that actually works. I mean, to be totally honest, that just most of Team Wolf plans are a half-baked hodgepodge of nothingness and coincidence, and gee, I hope it works. This one actually had some brains behind it, which makes me wonder, did Scott and Styles really make this plan? Or was this Sheriff and Argent?
I think it was Sheriff and Argent, and they just let the kids carry it out. And they were going to be the backup, the auxiliary team member.
Oh, yeah, it's just so shocking to have a team of plan that I don't automatically eye roll the second they start talking.
Ooh, I know. Hashtag they're seniors now.
Ooh, okay. I just think they're not stupid anymore. Perhaps it's all our plans have sucked so far, so let's try something new.
I know, the Nematon did it.
Oh, okay. Some fireflies came up with the plan.
Yep.
Oh. But seriously, I adore the cold open in this episode. It was just so much action. The pacing went really quick. There was lots of humor. Humor has come back to Teen Wolf, folks. I have missed it, and it is back. I love, love, love that the Jeep is in the middle of the police chase, and it doesn't break down.
Well, you know, Roscoe is the metaphor of the season, so...
I was like, oh, she's still kicking. And it's actually, I mean, Styles hit the gas and it moved forward quickly. It's amazing. I'm not sure we saw that this season.
I was actually really surprised how good this episode was because we had our new writer, Lindsay Jewett Sturman. So I was just like, wow, it's like a new writer did their homework.
Hey, honey, you're hired. We're keeping you. You don't leave.
You stay.
Yep. Oh, he's just everything in this worked together. The plan involved every single character's strengths. You know how many times that has happened in Teen Wolf?
Like 2 times.
None.
No, it was at least 2 times before.
Oh, so I mean, it was just so refreshing to see these guys work as a pack, as a team, and just get it right and for the right reasons. It was all awesome.
I just love that we got the animal attack reference. I was just like, oh. Like, yeah, buddy, kind of, sort of. Sure.
You just keep going with that, baby. You keep going. Well, I'll raise you one. Labette sends Parrish the human fireball flying into the wall.
Yes!
That was such a cool visual. I was like, what? Ooh!
I'll raise you one more. Cathartic release when Scott punches Liam.
Oh,
and Styles is in the background like, yeah, hit him. Do it.
That's in part of my best. Styles just egging him on. I love when he's like, when he was talking about how he wasn't hitting hard enough. Yes. I love that Sheriff is now suddenly all on board to do stuff illegally to save Lydia. This is like total 180. He's like, well, I'm saying you can't do anything legal about it. And like Styles is popping up like one of those whack-a-moles. What? Illegal? Okay, yeah.
I want it. He's trying to score brownie points with Lydia's mom. Hello. Wouldn't you?
I don't know. I'm starting to doubt her sanity.
I think she has one of those brain-sucking leeches or something.
I swore it was a Valak mind meld. I just totally believe that he was Star Wars in her. But, now it's getting hard to keep going with that theory. So
She's
come
so
on,
far in
Jeff.
denial that she might as well be in Egypt.
Okay.
Well, she came around, but it was like hashtag too late.
Yeah, and that's one of my awards. Oh, baby. You just gotta think when it comes to your kids. If you were Jedi mind tricked, that's one thing. But if this was actually you truly doing this is not survival, honey. Survival is getting the heck out of Beacon Hills.
And then they also like this up like why I say this episode was a tease because it was like when Lydia's mom's talking about like how people can do like have those weird coincidences or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, "Oh, is she a banshee in denial too?" And I'm like, I hope not because that makes no sense.
Yeah, no, unfortunately.
just head in the sand. That's all.
And it's such a sad thing because, the parents here rock. All right. I love everything, and I mean everything, Malia in this episode. I love how she's so matter of fact. I love how Styles has to kind of coach her, and even still she's like, yeah, okay, I'm saying this, but we all know I think that this is going to suck. And then she comes through with the actual pep talk and gets Kira in there. I just thought Malia was fantastic.
Yes. Oh, and I accidentally found out that people have been kind of rooting for Kira and Malia scenes together, and they got their wish this episode. They were very happy.
They sure did.
I was happy too because the girl power was like very nice.
Oh yeah,
such great character development for Malia.
Absolutely, because before, I mean, we all remember the scene when they're locked in the basement and she's talking about, coyotes would eat you if it was a bad hunting season, and how she was like, yeah, I'd leave them without any problem. And
but
now
her Styles, but not you.
Right, of course. But now her whole basis of the pep talk is, this isn't about you. This is about Lydia. Lydia is why we're here, and we're going to save our friend. And, if that isn't character growth, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I'm really proud of Malia. Really proud of the writers, actually.
Yes. I'm proud that they allowed somebody to grow. Because in a lot of times, the characters are in traumatic events, and then we never see the aftermath. Allison dies. Scott, for maybe one episode is upset about it, and then they talk about Allison for a little bit. But there's no real consequences of that.
And then have those weird wacky time jumps too, though.
Yeah. Then we got Void Styles, zero consequences after that.
No, we know what happened. Sheriff blackmailed every single person.
I don't know. All I know is that it is nice to see a character slowly come into their own on Teen Wolf.
Definitely. What else? I really enjoyed Kira and her insecurities, but it kind of annoys me because it's like, what did we even send her to the desert for? Besides to introduce us to skinwalkers that may or may not come into play next season.
That is the number one thing on my dislike list. Not everything Kira, but enough of Kira. She got shafted in this episode. She was important, but her lack of self-confidence is really annoying at this point.
But the way that Malia put it was like, yeah. So it kind of makes sense for her to have a little bit of insecurity here.
You mean when Malia called Kira out on never having to learn to use her powers ever?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part too, though.
That's on the plus side. It's like, finally, somebody is calling them out on their freaking Matrix download. Ugh. That was just pain. Yeah. I loved Mama McCall putting Liam in his place, and Scott's expression when Liam says Mama's still mad at him. That is probably, out of every fabulous thing in this episode, that is probably my favorite scene. Because I was like, yes, it's about time somebody calls him to the carpet. Oh.
Oh my god. I love when Valak puts the mask on Nurse Cross because she needed her comeuppance.
That's actually going to be on my dislike one because I still have zero understanding of what the heck is going on.
It's okay. It's Teen Wolf.
I need Valak to have some purpose, some motive, something, because he's still like, let's just put it this way. He's more shadowy than the Beast is supposed to be. Oh, he's driving me insane.
That's his plan, Dawn. Don't fall for it. Don't end up with a hole in your head.
Well, it's working. I love that Scott is questioning Theo's motives in this. I didn't like anything Theo, but I like Scott and Styles going against Theo. So I like how he's doing his usual BS, and Scott's like, hey, no, what do you really want? He's learned. I like that Scott has learned.
Yes. No, but my favorite thing, I was just like, of course the Soviets knew how to survive their own winter. Like, what? I get the point of what they were saying, because, that's what they teach you in history, but it's like, duh, they lived there. It's like why we didn't win in Vietnam. Just saying, I was just like, so random. We just had to get a history lesson in there. I was surprised Kira's dad didn't pop out. Go, actually.
I have that on my awards too. I'm not usually one for physical humor, but I like that we got Styles' physical humor again. But I like the part before before he falls out of the body bag better, where he's like, never again, and Scott just nods. It's that little bromance moment that just gets me through everything. Anything else?
Wait, there was this, I love the acting from Dylan O'Brien where he's listening in to Lydia when he realizes he's a little too late.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, and he's listening to her tell that story, and his face is just like, oh. And then when he goes to talk to her, I was just like, don't do this to me. That's why we can't have Lydia in a coma for like 2/3 of the damn season.
Yes. I thought it was very interesting because I never expected him to be listening in. So that was probably the biggest surprise of the episode for me, besides, of course, the plan worked. So it was like, oh, that's very interesting. I didn't expect that. I love how the boys get to the school first, and they're walking along, and all of a sudden they hear this gun cock behind them, and they're just like, look back, Sheriff.
Look at BAMF. I'm like, yes. I thought it was Argent, and I was just like, oh, even better. It's Sheriff.
Oh, it was awesome. I was like, yes, now this is the trio I want to see. Let's do it. Take them down or run away, either one. I don't care.
Just this once, everyone lives.
Yes. And I'm good with that.
What was... Okay, don't judge me. The naked teen. I was just like, okay. Teen Wolf is totally trying to get back into core audience, and I can appreciate that. No, it's the new Greenberg, except for we can see him, apparently.
Well, in all honesty, I laughed through that whole thing because the whole time I'm thinking, only Malia uses this as a distraction. None of the other teens would have thought of that. Malia's like, yep, I got this. And it made me laugh so much. I also loved Parrish's little smile when the guard says not to open the other body bags, and he's just like smirking, like, yes, this plan worked. I did it.
It was gross.
It was that part is definitely in my negative section, but
I thought they were totally busted because I was like, it's a Teen Wolf plan. They have to be busted at this point, right?
Right, exactly. And then it worked, and I was like, this is not going to be like I expect it to be.
I also like that we got a shout out to Dr. Conrad Furness. I don't know if you guys remember or even watched it back in like season 1. They had the webisodes, and the doctor is actually played by Scott's dad, John Posey.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a cool little call out too.
Yeah. He plays head Eichenhouse guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I liked that Sheriff leaves Deaton's experimentation photos with Science Mom, and he's just like, okay, I give up. If this doesn't convince you, nothing will. And I love how that's just brutal. No warning, just, hey, look at these. I thought it was brilliant.
Oh, and then my very last favorite thing, though, is when they pull evil nurse fetish McFetish out of the window. when Theo's pack comes to visit him and they pull him out of the window, I just loved it because he deserves so much worse than that.
Oh, he does. As a matter of fact, that's on my negative side. And the only reason it's on my negative side is it says, Theo does not kill creature order. Seriously, Theo, if you're going to be around, at least be helpful. Come on, buddy. Oh, so much good stuff in this one. I loved it.
Definitely. So, do you want to get to the lowlights?
Sure, because I have plenty of those too.
What? 2 words for you. Demon Wolf. 3rd word, exposition.
That's kind of funny because I have 3 words too. Hayden and Deucalion. Actually, I put everything in front of it. Yeah. They didn't belong in this episode at all.
It totally took me out of the episode.
Like, what? What do I do? I don't even care. Shut up. Let's go. And I equally didn't care about either of them. So,
yes.
I mean, I'm glad we've got the reveal, but it could have definitely held until next season. Or actually, next season would be nice, except then we'd still have Deucalion. No, forget that. Next episode.
Yeah, that was my biggest little thing about this episode. So.
Yeah, that is big for me, but I think Kira constantly needing someone to build up her self-confidence was the biggest one for me.
Well, if the writers aren't going to do it, at least...
It's just too much in this episode. Every single time she's on screen, she's doubting herself and needing self-confidence. If it happened once, it would have been fantastic, but, every single time she's on screen... she's getting to be a downer, and she can't be a downer.
I mean, her mom could still train her. Like, I don't understand. Yes. What is this doing?
I have no... Apparently making pacts with weird animals and weird places. So, I don't know what's going on, but I do know that, seriously, get over it. Just get over it, because it's not entertaining. Just be done.
Yeah. I totally get that. But my other biggest negative about this episode is that it was a 2-parter. I mean, like I said, it's my fault that I forgot because I really, really needed Lydia out. But I guess I kind of forgot to mention we talked about it in the opening, but the pack power up via Scott.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was awesome. Just letting Scott be an alpha was awesome.
Yes, and I like that it affects his whole pack, even though, he only has one technical werewolf beta. It was really cool, and it's what kind of set, like I've always said, I guess this is what sets the McCall pack apart, and they finally have given it to us, and I'm just like, yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, things that weren't awesome. Super special snowflake Liam. I'm serious. End it or end him. I don't care which. Do one. I'm done. To quote somebody else, how in the world is Liam more powerful than Scott? How? Stop it now. Oh, that bugs me to no end.
Yeah, I knew you were going to bring that up so I wouldn't have to. A lot of people are actually really fed up with that too.
It's ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous. Shut up. Stop. Whatever. Kill him, please. I'm tired of it.
Styles not noticing that particular area didn't have the key card thing?
My biggest question on that is not that they didn't know that there wasn't a key card reader. I'm actually okay with that because the last time they were down there was a key card reader. My biggest problem is How is it even possible that Styles doesn't know how to pick a lock? How? The boy has been
think about
drinking.
it. The last time that he stole a card, it was electronic key card too, though. Maybe that's his thing.
Well, I don't care. He is the criminal of the gang. That is his skill set. His skill set is criminal. you know? And sarcasm. Those are his two biggest skill sets. There is no way on earth, I believe, that Styles does not know how to break into almost any kind of lock. He's a genius with a criminal skill set. Pick and lock should be easy. So, they didn't even try. That's what gets me. I'm like, seriously, we're going to... Don't get me wrong. I love the vicarious thrill of Liam being punched out. But they're not even going to try to pick the lock. Instead, we're going to spend this time talking about how super special Angry Liam is. Okay, he's Incredible Liam. Whatever. Just pick the freaking lock.
I get that too. But what was with the tour guide group? Right? Wasn't there a tour guide group? Or am I making that up?
It was the visitor group. But I love how they're all mingling out in the lobby like it's a social. What? Don't you have people to visit, or is this just like the new hangout place?
That's why I thought it was a tour group. I'm like, Eichen House is out here making money on the supernatural creature tour.
What the heck is this? Yeah, that was just so bizarre.
And then like 10 seconds later, visiting hours are over. What? That big group just went by.
You notice how they were gone at that point? They're like all there, and then boop, nope, sorry. They just disappeared. None of it made any sense. And at first I thought the entire group was going in, and so I was like, what the heck? They're not suspicious that 10 teenagers are coming to visit? But then I got caught up on the parish plan, so, but even still. And that opening speech by the guard, follow all rules or else you might die and it's not our fault, you can't sue us. That's basically what he was saying. Thank you for inspiring confidence. I'm sure they're not at all nervous to go in.
And we're walking.
Yes! Yes! Oh, that's one of my favorite lines. That and coupon. Leaving Supernatural behind. Okay. Mama McCall, I love you. You are awesome. Your speeches are awesome. But why the heck are you going towards the noise? You know as well as everybody else that there's nothing good that comes from that. Scoot! Scam! Get out! They can't live without you, so no more monstration for you. Very literally. Oh,
this episode. I can't believe... Okay, this is not the episode's fault, but this is the structure of the season. Like, we are... This is 15 episodes in out of 20, and we're finally caught up to the flashbacks? Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have that on my list too.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay, whatever. I already talked about how Valak having zero end goal that I can see is bugging the heck out of me, but let's just go to a traditional Teen Wolf issue. Mountain Ash. It actually works this time.
In our side.
It actually works this time. Why? Don't know. But it does. They've really got to work on the canon. Does it work? Does it not work? Because, it's just whatever.
Well, in Deaton's office, he says it's made of mountain ash, and in order to get back, you have to break the seal, which is the door, right? So maybe it's the door frame breaking the seal.
I don't know.
I'm sorry for the fan wink. I'm just trying to make sense of it.
I don't know. I'm just at the point where every time I hear mountain ash, I just eye roll
you do the Gerard thing, huh?
Yep. I do. Seriously. It is like a thorn in my side at this point.
I concur. In all colors, white, yellow, purple, pink, whatever.
Neon green, whatever you're putting out next time, I'm not buying your mountain ash stuff.
Oh, yeah. But like I said, I think the good outweighs the bad in this episode, and that's always a win.
Oh, yeah. Other things that I had problems with, though. Nuclear Lydia. Say what? Why is this a thing? I don't get it.
Because Jeff doesn't deserve Lydia. For the love of God, somebody save Lydia from Jeff Davis.
I just, like, okay, so now she's the atomic bomb? Huh? It's like, whatever they want is what is going. I just can't go with the flow like that.
I just don't understand how Trepanation does that.
No kidding. No kidding.
It should be like the opposite.
Yeah. And then also, to add to that, how long has Lydia been with Valak? Why is he just getting to his plan now? And what exactly is this plan? Why does he want to know about Scott's pack symbol? Out of all the things he could be finding out about, why that?
Because the Macaw pack is super duper special snowflakes.
Uh-huh. And so his super duper special symbol is what? Valak's downfall? I don't understand why he's there, why he is talking to Lydia about minute stuff.
I figured it out, Dawn. He's the president of the Scott McCall fan club. He's the one writing these articles in the team in the Wolf Monthly.
Maybe. But if he's going to do that, can he please, write the history of the steampunk scientists and what his role is and if he's created them and what the freaking heck was up with that hood?
He would tell us if Jeff Davis knew.
It's a Chris Carter situation. I got it. All right. I had some issues with the time jump. Some of them seemed to work really well. Others were confusing and unnecessary. I'm not sure why we time jumped the plan when that wasn't actually what happened with the plan. It's like, huh? What? I don't get it.
I thought it was like a classic heist movie where they're visualizing it going correctly and then we like cut to where it all falls apart.
See, that to me is filler.
Well, it is Teen Wolf.
I don't know. Do you have other ones? Because I have a few more.
Go ahead. Knock yourself out.
Okay. For what is supposed to be the smoke monster, he is not very smoky. Seriously, he's like solid with wisps coming off of him. If he's supposed to be some fog monster, it's not working.
Actually, if you put it that way, even Lost Smoke Monster was better than this.
Yes, and that's saying a whole lot. Labette brings tennis shoes to change into. He's really that organized, is he? I love that Styles calls their own script out on this. I'm sure it's going to be a plot point, but yeah, I'm not believing this physics thing either.
Well, no, I just took it as they said that the kid's underneath, so maybe the kid's fully clothed underneath.
So then why is Parrish always in his underwear?
Because he's a hellhound and it's different, question mark?
Because he's hotter than whoever's playing the beast? I don't know.
Well, that too, probably.
Yeah. I do not understand that now Valak was the head of Eichenhaus. Did we know that before?
Yeah, we knew that before. We learned that a couple episodes ago.
I don't remember learning that. And I also want to know then why...
how he became a patient? I get
you. Yeah, it seems like if he was the head of Eichenhaus, that perhaps maybe he should have gone somewhere else. There, he doesn't know all their secrets and the way they do things. Because, he's kind of powerful, and that just doesn't make any sense to me.
Maybe he put himself in Eichenhaus because he saw what was coming with his third eye to get close to Lydia?
So he sees the future in all time zones. Very good. I don't know. I am really, really tired of Peeping Tom Screamer. Seriously, it was
the worst. They couldn't smell him. Really? Yeah. He smells like fear all the time. He's a coward. That's his thing.
It was really cool the first 3 times he did this. It's not so cool now. It's kind of boring, and Monsters Inc. did it better. So, Peeping Tom Screamer's got to go.
Inc?
Yep. Totally did it better. That's what I think of. Is that not what you think of? Every time they pop
I can't see it, dog.
I think of that purple thing. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just all I think about whenever he does it. I'm like, oh, great. Call Sully.
Somebody get Boo.
Yep. So anyway, it's just annoying now. And what was up with this little smile there? Is he going evil too? Is that what the whole point of that was? Because there really seriously was no point in that at all.
Because everybody was kind of rooting for Corey not to fall for Theo's BS.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and then talk about pointless. Theo, what was the point of that library conversation besides style snark?
I think it was just for style snark, honestly, and I'm okay with that.
Okay. Because there was really, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Just go away.
I think the book was even upside down, dog.
What? He wasn't studying to graduate? Really? I really, really think that Scott is becoming a really good leader, but the whole demand everyone build up Kira's confidence thing didn't work for you, buddy. Let's not do that again. What? Like, she's stupid enough to fall for this. As a Kira fan, I was insulted for Kira. That dead body smell. Oh, I could smell that through the TV just by the look on their faces. That made me almost puke. We need to never, ever close shot a decomposing body again. Just saying.
I love it. I love when Joe tries to give us horror vibes. It's so cute. You try so hard.
Oh, it's like there's scary and then there's vomiting. That was vomiting. Science Mom we already talked about. And then we get the nice little clue that Scott hasn't healed still. This is still a plot point.
Because his pack is not whole, Dawn. That is the other metaphor of the season.
Okay, so large gaping chest wound, and nobody seems to have a problem.
It happened to him before when Derek went missing.
Yes, and it happened to him for a total of 36 hours. We are well beyond that point at this point.
But he hasn't gotten over it's all in Scott's head all the time, always. He's a neurotic little mess is what I've come to learn. So once Lydia is safe, the wound will heal because the pack is back together. And he can forgive himself for letting them get this bad to this point.
Well, I'm hoping that the pack will start to heal now because he went and did his awesome alpha thing.
That would be nice, too.
He ought to be healed because he is totally full-on alpha'd himself. By the way, awesome.
Yeah, even Styles got a little criminal boost.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know.
So, do you have any burning questions? Theories? Who's the Beast? I don't know who the Beast is. I think it's going to be from left field. Like, we don't know this kid.
Well, if it really is blonde deputy, it'll be disappointing.
Nope, he got X'd out this episode because he was on the radio about the Beast. So
he was on the radio about the Beast, but the Beast wasn't in the picture when he was there. So I don't know. I don't think he's X'd out, but I think that he's boring. And, you know.
Well, he has a fitting uniform obviously he's going to be around, or he's important for the rest of this season. That's just how that goes when it comes to costuming on a TV show. So
is he going to have a brother? Oh, he's probably going to have a brother. Oh,
it's Greenberg.
No. Now that's the only brother I want. Or if he's Danny's brother, I'll take it too. They could be adopted.
This is where we're all just reaching.
Get Danny back on here. Now, it has to be a kid because those tennis shoes are kid size.
Yeah, well, I mean, they keep saying it's a teenager, so I feel like it's not going to be a teenager, though. Do you know what I mean? Classic Teen Wolf switcheroo.
Well, you've got the red herring thing, so definitely. But
literally red herring.
Yeah. I think that, I think it is going to end up being a kid. I really don't care which kid it becomes.
Yeah, because it can't be one that we know.
Yeah, and they're going to just die anyway, so.
Because Mason got X'd out, too, so, but, Teen Wolf logic.
Well, it couldn't have been Mason anyway. He's too important. They won't kill him off.
It's good for super special snowflakes, Liam.
he's got to be there to be the Styles to Liam's, super special snowflake.
I guess. I mean, if they really wanted to throw a wrench and really surprise
Mhm.
us, that would be a good one. Two
Yeah,
birds,
but then
one
they won't
stone.
kill him. Then there'll be another Teen Wolf villain that goes off scot-free. I'm tired of that, too.
Ooh, shots fired. But I get what you're saying totally.
Maybe it's Gerard. I wish it was Gerard. Then he can be beheaded. It
And
can't be.
cut in half.
Yes.
Just for
It
good
can't
measure.
be Gerard, but I can hope. Yeah, I don't know who it is. I don't care who it is. I just want Valak to get a purpose. Because he's the steampunk scientist of this season. They're there. They're supposed to be scary. Not sure. I still don't know what the heck their plans are. If their real plans was to create this beast, then you suck. You're
I
boring.
mean,
Go
it's
away.
supposed to kill everybody, so isn't that kind of including them?
Yeah, and quite frankly, what is the purpose to this monster? This
Maybe they
monster has
want to die. Maybe it's a suicide thing, and they're going to take the whole world with them.
Well, how selfish can you be? You suck. Please stop. Oh, I don't know. Just, ugh.
Okay, well, I guess we can get to either episode awards or the grade. It's up to you.
Well, I give this an A- because I love this episode. I love the pacing. I love the action. I love the heist feel to it that isn't teen armored car heist bad. Yeah. I love how we've got some scenes with, we don't get a whole lot of scenes with Kira and Malia, so I love having that together. I loved almost everything about this episode that did not involve stupid people or stupid things about Teen Wolf. And they were few and far between. This, for me, is the best episode they have done so far this season.
Yep, I agree. I gave it a B plus. I love that we opened up with the action. I love that Sheriff is just knee deep in this now. There's no turning back. There's no burying his head in the sand again. The badge is permanently off, metaphorically speaking. So I'm just here for it. They showcased just about everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It was great, and like I really was so happy to see Scott and Styles not grimacing at each other, and
Mm-hmm.
I know Liam had to be there, but at least Styles was there too.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
I think
I'd much rather have the two of them, but I don't like Scott and Liam together. I don't
Right.
buy it.
Well, and I think that I would have been just fine with Liam being there, to be totally honest, if they hadn't gone the route they went.
Yeah, I could see that. But yeah, all in all, really good episode. Like I was literally very engaged from the minute we opened this episode to the minute we closed. And then I had the realization like, wait, Lydia's not out yet. But that's okay. We're gonna get her next week. We better get her next week.
We better get her next week. Because I will not be generous with that if we don't. If they're still locked in Icon House for the third episode, I won't be happy. But yeah, I'm sure we're getting her out. We have to, because we have to have the nice parallel to Lydia getting Styles out last time.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yep.
So, episode awards?
All right. Do you want to go through the regular ones or our special one?
The regular ones first.
Okay.
Who or what was the MVP of this episode?
An actual working plan, period. One that involved everyone and showcased their skills. Best thing ever.
I'm gonna go with the directorial execution as well as the editing. I really think that this episode could have fallen apart in lesser hands on the technical side.
Oh yeah.
And y'all know I love Russell McCauley, so.
Okay.
It's nice not to have to wait till a season finale or premiere to see him.
Well, and just special kudos to the writer, because if this really is her first one, then you scored big.
She seems like, well, from what how this episode was put together, it seems like she might have been a writer's assistant. I'd have to look into that, but she did a really good job in her first time out.
Mm-hmm.
So who was your favorite character?
In an episode in which it should have been Lydia, it is Malia instead. And that's what happens when Lydia only gets 2 scenes. But also, Malia just rocked everything. I loved everything about her.
I actually concur. It took me a while to come around to Maria, but now they're really trying to give her character growth and development, and she's not just kind of the butt of jokes and this wild, untamed coyote. I'm enjoying her character development arc, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Best scene.
Mama McCall takes down Liam for almost killing her kid. That was even better than Scott punching him.
I'm gonna go with Malia and Kira, where Malia gets through to Kira.
That makes sense.
Because we're talking about saving my poor baby Lydia. I'm like, can we get a plan to get Lydia away from Jeff Davis? That's the only plan I want at this point.
Well, Derek got away from him, so
I don't mean it like that. I want Howland still on the show.
I was gonna say, you might want to rethink that wish.
Okay. What was your best character interactions?
Malia and Kira, by far.
Yes, I agree. But I also enjoyed Sheriff and Mama Martin, because he just was like, okay, this is what it is, lady. You gotta make your choices.
Let me tell you what's happening to your kid, because you are screwing it up, and I'm not sugarcoating it. Yeah, that was pretty awesome, too.
Oh, best line.
Ooh. My favorite line is, Liam, you still mad at me? I'm gonna call. No, but if you try to kill my son again, I'll put you in one of these myself. There were a lot of great lines, but that's the one that I actually cheered for. Clapped my hands and cheered for.
I have to say how we opened the episode with Styles on the walkie, and then Sheriff gets on the line. Styles, get off the radio!
That was awesome too.
And also, Kira, we're in. We did it. Malia, don't get too excited. Getting out is the hard part.
There were so many great lines in this. I gotta say, another one that I really, really, really loved was Theo. I still need to graduate. Styles, no. What you need is to be beaten severely with a lead pipe wrapped in barbed wire.
Yes!
It just so much reminded me of his speech to the twins.
As somebody said, the bat might be coming back, so I hope it is him clubbing the hell out of Theo.
I'd be okay with that. I was a little concerned that he used lead pipe since, that was kind of how Psycho died. But I'm good with the sentiment behind it.
Oh, a favorite moment.
My favorite moment in the whole episode is a tie. And both of them are Scott. The first one is Scott flashes his alpha eyes to get the patient to shut up. It's like, oh yeah. And then Scott becomes his full alpha. Yes!
That is by far my favorite moment. What a great way to end the episode.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping now they are on the ball with getting everybody character development. It is an ensemble show,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're just now realizing that.
Well, we are now, technically 6-7 seasons in?
Yup.
Okay.
So I'm good with that. If they can keep up this kind of quality with all the characters from now until Jeff leaves, I'm going to be happy.
Oh, me too. I'll be beyond happy.
So yeah. Okay, those special episode awards. Everybody, this is the what people come for, Dawn. Don't disappoint.
Oh, is it? Okay. Didn't know that. Try my best. All right. Biggest what the heck? All the plan works until there's no key card, and no one knows how to pick a lock. Come on, people! YouTube! You can YouTube it! Oh. Number 2, most likely to be scarred for life. The kid that Scott shows his fangs to. I mean, the dude was already crazy. This is going to put him over the edge. Number 3, the not even close award. Parrish says this is the worst plan he's ever heard. Oh, Parrish, baby, you were not privy to the utter genius that was the teenage armored car heist plan. Nothing
to get a finger, by the way.
Yes. Oh, who can forget that? The You Know Him So Well award. Parrish just assumed Styles stole the key. So did I. Just saying. It's true. We interrupt this broadcast for no reason at all award. Why the heck are Deucalion and Hayden even in this episode? Really? Why? And then there's the Are You Deaf award. How is it possible that the guards cannot hear these three clowns whispering to Psycho Kid? How? It's a hallway. Oh my goodness. And then the final episode of the night from me, cuz, to the Save Yourself the Time and Death Award. Just head straight to Hill Valley Hospital. Do not detour at Beacon Hills Memorial, because you're just going to die.
Oh man, poor Beacon Hills hospital. I mean, that thing always gets attacked. It's either that or the school.
Oh, yeah. And, basically, Lyndon Ashby tweeted about that. Yep.
Yeah, I saw that. I just want to say that I have a Don't Be a Hero award. I don't know how many of the Teen Wolf Watchers have watched the original series of Heroes over on NBC, but they had a real huge problem throughout the run of the show where they, because it was a smaller budget, they would close the door on all the big fights with powers, and that's kind of what Teen Wolf has been doing with Parrish and the Hellhound thing and him getting into fights with the Beast. We just kind of see the fireball. We don't see the actual fight. So yeah, don't be a hero.
I agree.
That's all that I really had. No.
Okay.
I think Ricky will get a kick out of that one.
That is awesome. Yeah, I have an entire page of episode awards for this one. So this was made for kudos and snark.
Definitely. So yeah, let's get into some listener feedback. I know you have favorite tweets you want to talk about.
I do. All right, and some new ones this time. New people this time.
Ooh.
So, here we go. At I am Chanel Cherie. That's I am ChanelCherie. That orderly's comb over was his demise. I loved it. I cracked up so hard. At Jamais Vadu. I'm totally butchering all of French here. It's at JAMAISVUDHU. Said, I'm enjoying shouting, yes, Scott, rather than sighing, oh, Scott. Keep that up. Totally agree. Mary Marino is one of our favorite people, and she just channeled my inner statements when she said, I understand that Deaton is talking, and words are coming out of his mouth, but I can't believe he's being helpful. Totally agree. At MapGar1986, MAPGAR 1986, of course, the first thing the Teen Wolf writer's room thought of as a distraction was a naked dude with abs. It's just so Teen Wolf. At Teen Wolf Talk says, Siles is one more sassy comment away from knocking Theo unconscious with a library book. I would pay to see that. Pay to see that. At TV After Dark said what we were all thinking. How can Liam be stronger than Scott? That's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And then there were two of them from the cast that I wanted to point out. The first one is at Gideon Emery, who plays Deucalion. Hate his character. Love this guy and his tweeting. He says, thanks for watching MTV Teen Wolf with me. See you next week. Same time, same place. Bring a cushion if you would. This floor. And then Ryan Kelly, who plays Parrish, just summed it all up. Mountain Ash is really annoying.
He knows. He gets it.
He's right, because that's all I think. Oh. And those were my favorite tweets of the week.
Awesome. So, of course, my favorite reviews this week, other than Dawn's, which can be found on Spoiler TV and dawn.blogspot.com. TV.com, that's always going to be up there, guys. So fabulous. That's why I got the not today, Satan, because they had that in the photo with Melissa when she's leaving the hospital. I really enjoyed Hypable and Den of Geek this week as well. I love snarky reviews, so you do. Those are the ones to go to for this episode.
We just all love the snark. And thanks for the shout out, by the way.
Of course. Yeah, I think that's about it. No emails. Hint, hint, guys. If you do want to send us an email or even tweet to us or tweet with us, you can send the email to teenwolf.smgpod@gmail.com. We are on Twitter at Beacon Hills Pod, and you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Welcome to Beacon Hills. It's all very easy and simple. We look forward to
You like that. We like easy and simple. We like listener feedback.
Yes. That's the one thing I miss from our old Supernatural podcast when we used to be able to do listener feedback.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
So yeah, if you guys are in a generous mood, please be sure to head to your favorite podcatcher service and rate, review, and subscribe to us. It's greatly appreciated. And now we can get to the personal shameless plugs and self-promotion.
Don't you love that we plug everything here? All right. First up, the best way to get a hold of me is on Twitter. I'm at Dawn1. That's at DHNE1. I love to talk to people on Twitter, so especially if you're live tweeting. If you live tweet or if you tweet sometime after the episode, then shout me out so that I know that you're in it, and I'll put you on my list. Because, quite frankly, we've got some fantastic, snarky tweeters. It's always hard to pick the best tweets of the week, so I'd love to have your tweets as part of it too. You can also find me at You can also find me at my blogspot. That's dawn1.blogspot.com, and I also write for spoilertv.com. Every Monday, my column comes out. It's called Last Week in TV, so catch me there. We usually review between 15 and 20 episodes of the week, including one nominated one, which is nominated by the people who read the column. So that's always fun to do. You can also check me out at Redshirted, the 100 podcast with Kristen. We are having a great time with episode 3. A little disappointed in the first 2 episodes, but this third one rocked. So if you're into the 100, come check us out too. You can always find us at southgatemediagroup.com, which is the place for all your podcasting needs. Seriously, there's something for everyone there.
80 plus and always growing.
Yes.
As for me, you guys can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. You can find me on Tumblr at itslilithhellfire.tumblr.com, and you can find my writings in one of 3 places, spoilertv.com. Right now, reviewing Young and Hungry until Beauty and the Beast and/or Rain comes back. You can also find me at popculturepostmortem.com or lilithhellfire.com. So yeah, that's about it. So I guess time to sign out, Dawn.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode 515 Amplification. We appreciate you listening to us. And like we said before, please shout us out for some feedback, whether you agree, disagree, just want to talk about something. If you want to theorize, that's fabulous too. Other than that, grab your pack and get your plan together because, dude, it's Beacon Hills.
If you would like to donate to help pay for this and other Southgate Media Group podcasts, simply go to our website, southgatemediagroup.com, and click on the donate button. It can be as little as $1 or, well, as much as you want. Help keep this fun going by supporting this and our other shows. Thanks again for listening, everyone. You're the best fans in the world.